just a person. I don't want anything from anybody. Like my friends that's in reality TV or the people that I help, I don't ask them for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to see y'all doing good and do what I did for you to
someone
somebody
else.
Yeah, you
okay.
call drink a spill. So look, if you want to tell your teas, go ahead and tell your teas. If you don't want to tell your teas, go ahead and you know what I'm saying, get your little drink. So
my first client wound up being a singer, Lil Mo. My first
Okay.
I met Romeo. You was drunk.
Okay.
So you was just
that
like,
sound about right.
Right, have you ever kissed or done more with someone in the DJ booth or a club party?
Then my mom tell me, "Oh, I'm gonna make an OnlyFans." I said, "You gonna do what?" She's
all right, Zoe. We want to go ahead and get into you and get into your business. Okay, so we got
let's do it.
Are you ready?
A few interview questions.
Yes,
We're gonna leave the
do it.
spicy questions for the game.
I'm
but we just
scared.
want to get into you and just know a little bit more about you. Okay.
Yeah.
So first and foremost, what inspired you to start styling, and then who was your first celebrity client, and then how was that experience?
Okay,
so that was like 3 questions in one.
Yeah, I know.
Fashion has always been like a part of me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from Philly.
Okay.
So
are you really?
Yeah.
I always give people a cool story. Like I was born premature, so I was
okay.
like 1 pound 7 ounces, I think. And so all my clothes had to be from either like doll babies or like Cabbage Patch dolls. Like everything had to be custom.
Wow.
So all my clothes was always different.
Custom,
like
yeah.
as a child, and then it just kind of embraced. My mom and dad was very into fashion. I remember like going to her closet. She would have like MCM bags, Gucci, and I would just start taking it and just adding it to my outfits, and then it just became a thing. Like high school was a part of like the fashion, clubs. College, I started a fashion organization, which was like big, like a fraternity. And then after I went to college, graduated, I started styling people. Like, so I didn't use my degree. I have a degree in business administration.
Okay.
Awesome.
And
where'd you graduate from?
Allen University.
Okay.
In Columbia, South Carolina.
Okay.
So yeah, I just snuck into the BET Awards.
You snuck in? How you sneak in?
I snuck in. I was with 2 friends, and we didn't have tickets.
Mm-hmm.
We was in South Carolina. We drove to Atlanta, and everybody I met on the red carpet, I wound up working with like a month to 2 months later. It was really weird. Like,
look at God.
Yeah.
They say once you align, it's so funny because people don't understand, like, once you set your mind on something, and then once everything started aligning, that means that was meant for you, if that makes sense.
And I had,
already aligned.
A motto. It was just like faith and passion. And I used to go by that in the beginning. And literally, it's like the favor of God that kind of just aligned me in these places. I just kind of just manifested, prayed on it, and it will happen. So my first client wound up being a singer, Lil Mo.
Okay.
I started working with her, and she kind of opened the doors for me. She told like, I think it was like SWV, and then I wound up working with them for the Grammys. But this is like 3 months into my like actual career.
So it just skyrocketed.
And then I went from there. I started working. Remember R&B Divas LA, the franchise?
Yes.
I did like the opening of the show. I styled like all the girls except for Kelly Price.
Okay. Yeah.
So all the old school girls, I did them. I started working with like football players, basketball players. I did like all the Love and Hip Hop girls. And then it just kept going. And then I made my way to Atlanta. I started working for Young Thug.
Nice.
Remember the Jeffrey cover with the dress?
Yes. What inspired that look? About that? Yeah, we was gonna ask you about that. What inspired that look?
So we went to like B-Files for a press run with a girl named Rox Brown. And the outfit was already in there. I don't know what it was doing there. And we was just like, we got to use this. And we already had shot the cover for Jeffrey. So we reshot it. We got it shipped to us. And like the day it came was the day it was like the photo shoot. So we all got ready. It took a team of like 5 people to like unravel it. It was like needles all in the dress.
Oh, wow.
It was just a big thing. So
y'all was still doing alterations and stuff. Wow.
And then it went viral from there.
Yeah, I was like nervous when the album came out. I'm like,
no, you ate that.
11 o'clock, 11:59 hit, and I'm like, this is about to be like life changing.
Right.
And it was like so much good press and bad press behind it. So I mean, I feel like it's the #1 talked about album cover ever. So
absolutely, that's a big staple, especially in your career in general, and then in his career too. But you got to understand, like, I don't know. I feel like for me, especially being Black, anything we do is to the next level, and it's iconic because we was already set up You know what I'm saying? To fail. So, you know, anybody, especially a story like that, like you ain't even playing, you know how people playing stuff out.
Right.
Like, I'm going to leave college, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff we playing and it don't really work out.
Yeah. That's why I try to just, everything I touch, I have to excel. And people like, why are you so hard? You have to, in this industry, you have to.
That's you kind of remember that. I be like that too on Ramel. Like, I be like, when it comes to like, and Ramel know too, but like when it comes to business and stuff, we gotta stay on top of it. We gotta stay on top of people now. You gotta stay on top of it because guess what? They waiting for us to slip.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then two, we black.
Yep. Right.
So
2 strikes against us.
2 strikes and you're a set here.
But one thing I do want to, going back to the like Young Thug cover too, I would say like when it first dropped, I didn't really understand it as much. But it took for me working for a fashion house too to kind of get like into art. That's how I actually got into art. It's through fashion.
Because what you
and it's like it's actual art. Like when people are doing like these custom outfits and these custom things, it's more of like an artwork or like just a art piece. Like I would go to art museums now because of that. If I would have never worked for a fashion house, I would have never been into that. And so it made you truly like respect it. Too.
Yeah.
And it kind of opened up my door up the doors for me, like working for him. Like I traveled the world. I've been, you know, Paris, London, Brazil, Iceland, like just different places. Doing what I love. On tour. Yeah. We were on tour with Drake, you know,
that's the biggest
J.
flex.
Cole, just different things. Just it kind of, you know, opened up my doors to work with just other artists in general.
Yeah.
And even though I don't work with them anymore, I still like, you know, support.
Absolutely.
If I see stuff on Instagram and stuff like that, you know, I still tap in and things like that.
Absolutely. Sure. That's dope. That's what's up. And then too, moving forward, like what made you get into reality TV?
So I got into reality TV, honestly, is like super weird. It was around like May. So I used to work for Thug and then I left Thug and I started working for Lil Keed. Which was Thug's artist.
Okay.
I was styling him, but then I wound up managing him. And then he passed away. It was all kind of like in a week. It was the Rico stuff with Key passing away, and it was just kind of like, yo, what am I going to do? Like I just saw everything crash before my eyes. So I kind of was like down and out for like months, like just not talking to anybody. I'm not working. By the grace of God, like my bills were still paid. And one of my friends, Tilo, he's the owner of Now That's TV. He was just like, you know, bro, like you always like helped me when I needed you with stuff and, you know, come work for my company, you know, just test it out. I was really just supposed to just go in there and style. And I wound up going on set and just showing them that I could produce. And that started my reality TV producing career. But prior to that, I was on Love and Hip Hop with Rennie Gucci. I was on Impact, Atlanta with Carly. So I've been around like the industry with and then you like music, fashion, TV, all of it is one thing. But I went on there and I produced and I was like, you know what, I can do this. I can do this.
Absolutely.
And I'm like, I'm not doing anything else right now. I wanted to get out the music and the fashion thing for a while, and I made it work. Made it work.
That's awesome. That's like almost like what they call a jack of all trades. People have this thing like it's not what you know, but it's who you know. And you know, I had to learn it coming to Atlanta. Like I moved to Atlanta like right after college, and you know, what's so funny. I have a undergrad in fashion, textiles, apparel, merchandising management. So I can kind of relate a little bit to what you're saying, but I didn't dive into that field. Now I worked in a little retail now, but I didn't really dive into that field, right? But I'm saying that to say, dang, I lost my concentration.
Jack of all trades.
Yes, jack of all trades. Is that when I first moved to Atlanta, I done had so many freaking jobs, right? I don't work at Target. I don't work at Golf downtown, baby. I'm gonna have a job now. I'm gonna leave a job, and I'm gonna get another job. That's one thing about me. I'm gonna leave a job. Piss me off. I'm leaving.
These are quick to be like,
clock it. I will quit. And it's so funny because nobody knows what. It's almost been a year when we started this podcast.
Has it?
Almost been a year. And I'm gonna tell you this. Right, we was probably like 3-4 episodes in. I had left a toxic job situation, not because I wanted to, because because I had to, you know what I mean? Because it was very toxic, and baby, I could almost went to jail, and I was like, baby, this ain't worth it.
Yeah. Right.
So I ended up leaving, and didn't have no backup plan, didn't have a mother effing thing, didn't have nothing. By the grace of God, like, look, my bills was paid up until those last 3 months. I ain't gonna lie to you, the eviction, they knocking on that door, and that eviction was there. But by the grace of God, I kept telling Ramel, I'm like, and we still working on the podcast, bro. Still working on the podcast, still putting money in the podcast. I'm talking about, I'm going to the food bank. I'm being real with y'all. I'm going to the food bank, and I do my own hair, I do my own makeup. So of course, people looking on the outside like, she ain't got nothing. You don't know what I got going on, but I'm not finna, you know what I'm saying? Everything, you know what I'm saying, right? And so when I tell you like getting assistance for my rent, you know, when I tell you I went through, I just told my old coworker the other day, she like, did you went through all that? I said, you ain't tell nobody. She live up the street. I said, I ain't tell nobody nothing. Right. Because at the end of the day, like, you know, you have to go through shit. You have to go through shit and get through shit in order to see the bigger side. And I kept saying, I said, Ramel, God got to be blessing with something bigger. Ain't no way in the world, because I'm trying no way in the world. Ain't like I didn't want to work. I didn't want to do this. And guess what? Went to an apartment, to a house. You know,
your test equals your testimony.
I know,
absolutely.
So for you to be able to share that, you had to go through the test.
What? Had to. And I was like, I ain't gonna lie, I was down real bad. Like you, I ain't talked to nobody. I ain't saying nothing to nobody. Like, even Ramel, you ain't really know. Like, I was going to, he knew a little bit, but I'm like, I'm going to the food bank. Like, bitch, I'm eating once a day. I'm stretching out meals real bad. I'm calling these punk ass niggas like, I need money. You know what I'm saying? Like, trying to keep it cute, but at the same time, like, you gotta do what you gotta do. So that's inspiring, especially for other people that's watching, because you telling your story right now. Somebody out here like a struggling stylist or whatever, or producer trying to figure out what's next. But
it's also like sometimes, and what I've learned during that is not to put all my eggs in one basket, because I didn't think to wake up like, damn, my client is gone, this person is gone, and it's just like, it made me like just open up my eyes, and I had to go through that by myself. Like I had like, my friends came and they was like supportive, and like, I mean, I was having like panic attacks like 3-4 times a day. I'm like, this shit cannot be real. Like, I'm you like, thinking like, be for real. You could be up here and then like the next minute. Yeah. And it wasn't like a bad thing. He was just like, you know what? Slow down. I'm going to show you the way. I kind of just redirected everything.
Yes. Right. And that's what it is. That's the key word, redirection. Sometimes God wants you to redirect. Because even podcasts, like it's so funny, I said something about the podcast, but I really didn't like get into it until you had brought it to my attention too again. I was like, we might as well. Never thought in a million years I'm going to be like podcasting. You know what I'm saying? No, like, nobody really thought that, but at the end of the time, everything flows so effortlessly. So that's how you know you on the right path. Right. So that's perfect.
So I do have a question though. Back to you being a producer. As a producer, what's been your favorite show to produce, and what's been the hardest scene to like so far for you? Because I be seeing you on the show, so be like, calm down. Get in here. Peacemaker, though? Are you like a peacemaker?
Yeah, pretty much.
You seem very calm and collected.
No, I'm very calm, but like I'm a Cancer, so you know.
Oh,
you're
a Cancer?
Yes. Nice.
That's my favorite. This is like my favorite sign.
Yeah. We have that.
Yeah. They be yelling. They start yelling.
Like, and
Cancer start going crazy. Yeah.
My favorite show that I produced probably would be Playboys. Playboys was one of my favorite. That was like the first time I was able to executive produce along with Isaiah for season 1, and that was probably like my favorite.
That was your favorite.
And I was able to bring people on. Like I kind of birthed a lot of stars, meaning just a bunch of just different reality people that I knew personally that I know would be a good fit for TV, and I kind of just let them do their thing. And like, we might not talk every day, but I still get to see them like doing this shit like they're.
And it's the connection and networking.
Too. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And then too, you never know, like, what I had to realize too, sometimes we be a little in our own world. Like sometimes you gotta ask God to use me in order to, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes you don't even realize, because guess what? God's gonna use you in a situation to help me, and vice versa. You don't even know. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Vice versa.
And I like people like, oh, you help everybody, and it's just like, that's naturally what I do. That's how you, and it's not like, oh, I'm gonna wake up and just help you. No, it's really it got to be in you, not on you.
Right.
Thank you.
And I'm just a person. I don't want anything from anybody. Like my friends that's in reality TV or the people that I help, I don't ask them for nothing. I just want to see y'all doing good and do what I did for you to somebody else.
Yeah.
And that's the way
you'll always win.
And you're gonna always win. So one last question.
What was the hardest scene though?
The hardest scene was basically when I have a cast member named Kashi.
Okay.
But he's like he's my friend, like my brother, and just to argue with him on set, like damn near in each other's face, like damn near about to fight, like, and that was probably like one of the worst scenes that I had to kind of deal with. Yeah. And it was just like it was like work, but then it was also like, all right, like, bro, I'm gonna check you. Right. Yeah. He trying to check me. So that was probably like the hardest one.
The hardest, yeah. Okay. Especially when it comes to work and then too trying to maintain friendships.
Yeah, trying to maintain friendships. That's hard.
Yeah, that's very hard.
Because it's like you love this person, but at the same time too,
it's like we gotta get bound. Yeah,
it's still boundaries.
Right, for sure.
All right, so one last question. We'll get into some more spicier questions. Okay. What is next for Zoe Dupree? What's next for you?
What's next? So I'm a VP of productions at a new company.
Really? Congratulations.
Thank you. It's the Iconic Network. Yeah. I'm over there just building it up.
I know that's
building
right.
it up. God said if you can do it one time, you can do it again. Right. So I'm over there just, trying to just orchestrate and get everything together. We got like a lot of new shows that's about to drop.
Yeah.
Wasn't it one with the twin? It's like twin. So one is twin, and then another one is I forgot.
Well, That's My Twin is basically a show basically with duos, with boy duos. Mm-hmm. So I had like, how everybody was like twin. Mm-hmm. So bring your twin.
Okay.
In the house for 48 hours.
Nice. Okay.
They do, challenges, activities. Okay. It's a lot of drama inside the house.
Expected.
Right. Yeah.
That's the point of the reality. That's why I watch it, because I like the tea.
Then,
I like the drama.
Producing Sydney Star.
She's,
she has a love show called...
Really? She has a love show coming?
Yep, it's coming.
She actually need that, because I've been seeing her on social media. What's the guy? What is his name?
The Winslow guy.
Winslow guy.
Yeah, Carl.
We see her in a situation similar like our situation we were saying earlier. She was in it. Well, I don't know if they dating or not. Are they dating or not? Not really.
Just, like,
what's she doing a love show?
Playing
they can't be dating when they doing a love show.
I don't know. But what I'm saying is that she need to find love. We want to see her find love. We can see her sometimes on the podcast. I be seeing her sometimes on social media. And she talking about dating a little bit too. And some people may ask her about the Winslow guy. So she knows.
I love Sydney. I think she's going to be.
And she's pretty, yeah.
Yeah, she's very pretty. It's going to be dope.
And she got a good personality. Like she's very like bubbly.
TV.
She's definitely TV. She's
one of the pioneers in TV. So
yes.
So that's one of the projects that I'm working on. Mm-hmm. Then it's just really just coming up. I have like so many ideas when it comes to like TV, and I'm grateful for working at Now That's TV and them kind of giving me the platform to even just go somewhere else and kind of. Still do my thing.
That sounds exciting. Yeah. I'm excited for you. I'm excited to see the journey.
Yeah, seriously.
So make sure
because we gotta subscribe to the Iconic Network.
Yes.
I was looking into it. I was like, okay.
I like a little messy tea.
That's
my problem. All right, so we're gonna get into a drink or spill game. We like to call it drink or spill. So look, if you want to tell your teas, go ahead and tell your teas. If you don't want to tell your teas, go ahead and saying get your little drink. So let me.
And it's clear this time. It's clear this time, so we can see how much. We can see how much. It's been a few times I've been like
looking at you, right? All right, so special guest, you go first.
Yes.
So we want you to go first, child. Getting your tea, honey. That's how I be feeling like. Woo, let's see, hey.
All right. Have you ever kissed or done more with someone in the DJ booth or a club parking lot?
Not in the DJ booth, but definitely in the parking lot.
Definitely parking lot.
Sometimes you
gotta explain though.
Damn. But this was, I guess it was like in Richmond. I was about to say, you want to explain? I'm like, my little pass was in Richmond. Just a little 1-2 kiss in the car. That's it. I was about to
say, I never did anything outside, and I recently just did something outside.
So what was
That's exciting. It's spontaneous.
It was very spontaneous.
And it's exciting.
I only made out. Like, I only made,
in the car?
Outside the... outside the car, in the car, yeah.
Okay,
that's
it.
Yeah, I did something
in the car. You made out. Did you have sex in the car?
No, I never had sex in the car.
Oh, in high school, I'm not gonna lie. That was
I was outside Taranga.
Taranga is a spot. That's what
in the back. Wait,
no, I was in the front.
In the front? Was in the front?
I was in the front.
Oh. Freak.
I was in the front.
Freak ass.
Recently.
Ain't no wrong with it. Because I had my
like,
you gotta live life.
Yeah.
You do have to live life.
And I'm so like my friends be like, "You're such a fucking prude." Like,
are you reserved?
I'm very
reserved. Your friends tell you you're reserved?
I'm reserved. Like, and now, like, for the past couple of weeks, I just been like,
just doing stuff,
like,
just living,
stuff, like,
because you're not getting no younger. Like, no one's getting no younger.
I'm like, I have like a way. It's like I got to do this right, and this has to be perfect. And you know how you're like, your people, shit. You go in the store, people know you. Your family looking at you. It's like you can't do anything wrong.
Yes.
So it's like, fuck it. Like now, I'm about to just start.
I don't care.
Right.
Yeah, I don't care no more.
That's how I feel. Like I feel like I just booked my first solo trip at the end of this month. I just turned 30. Like I don't care. Everything paid for, baby. I'm out of here. Yeah. Adios, amigos. Yeah. Like I don't even care.
Right.
Like,
no, for real.
And that's how I feel. It's like live life. Because I'm the same way too. Like I'm so like everything got to be this. Girl, child, please. I'm 30. I'm young. I'm single. No kids. With your daddy. I'm old enough to date your daddy and your son.
Ooh. There you go. She's dangerous. Watch out for her. All right, so
what did it say?
Send what you doing to the last person you swore you never talk to again. Or take a shot.
I kind of do want to send, but I kind of don't want to send.
I'll send.
He on punishment, so I don't.
Right.
Yes, you send.
Who you sending it to?
Right.
Oh no, it didn't say who else it is.
Because Romeo, hold on, why we here?
Wait, hold on. You can bleep the
thing,
but you gotta show the camera. You can bleep the thing, but you gotta show the
Is it text? I don't have the text.
You can like do like this. You don't want people to see the number.
Is it to a barber?
No.
Is it to a barber?
No, it's not.
Get in the teeth.
Have you ever dated a barber?
I've never dated a barber.
Because I heard you dated a barber.
That's
my barber.
No, that's
because I walked upstairs.
That's
clock it. Can we clock some teeth?
Yeah, can we clock? Could you just? I'm sitting.
Let's go.
I'm gonna come back.
Yeah, let's come back. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. Yeah.
Did you text though? Did you send a text?
I'm gonna take a shot now. Do y'all gonna take a shot? Or y'all gonna do it too? Wait,
I guess I got to.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
I was about to text, but he on punishment. Okay. What's one fashion trend that everyone loves but you secretly hate? Let me think, because at one point in time I don't think the girls are doing this more. But Uggs in the club, stop wearing them Uggs in the club. That shit is pissing me the fuck off. Stop that shit. That is just so fucking childish. Y'all bitches is grown as fuck. I would understand if you like 19, 20. But the places I don't go to don't be 19 and 20. So my problem is why you got the slippers, the Ugg slippers on in the club? It don't go with the outfit. It's not cute. It don't, the furries, the slides in the club. I
don't like when the girls wear like the Ithaca drawers like out in public.
Yes, like that's not cute.
And I'm sponsored by Ithaca. I love Ithaca.
I love it.
But for the girls, it's just like the boy ones. They be coming outside like in Target, just outside like.
That's not cute.
That's not cute.
Yeah, let's not do that. I hate that.
I can't think of no.
Yeah, lady, he's sexy. Be grown. Show them legs.
I can't think of no.
Show them titties. Show some ass. And I get it because I'm a little tomboyish too. I know how to do both, but in the club, I'm looking to get in somebody free section, free drinks. So I gotta get the heels on.
Don't be playing. She don't be playing.
I got heels on the car right now.
No, she does. She does.
I'm grown as fuck. I don't play with these things. Oh, it's not my turn next.
It is your turn.
No, I just won. I think it's
you
turn.
did? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no, that was this one.
Okay.
Oh, my bad. I put it back.
Okay.
Have you ever blacked out and had to be carried out the club, and who saved you?
Well, Khadijah, you carried me out one time.
I did carry him out the club.
I stomped through that club.
He almost lost his wallet, so you're welcome. He almost lost his glasses.
I almost pulled your wig.
And he almost pulled my fucking wig off. Like, what the fuck? Yo, I don't even know what the fuck was going on with him.
And I don't think I was about to. Bro, I don't think I was gonna fight. I think
he kept stepping on my feet.
I wasn't
Fresh pedicure.
I wasn't gonna fight. But I did make people upset. Remember?
Oh, Romeo, you made people upset because I think you walked off or you said something smart. I don't know what you said. But he was drunk, so please. Like, please.
That was the whole thing.
He was in everybody's section.
I was.
He was in everybody's freaking section.
They get me drunk enough, I will.
But we had a good time, but my friend was effed up.
Well, I haven't, but speaking of carried out, I had a house party and we had to.
I did get carried out that time. Yo.
Messed up.
I failed. No, what happened was no. It was raining. Wasn't it raining?
It was raining.
Now he's trying to blame it on the rain.
No, it was raining. No, it was raining.
I had to literally help him up the steps.
No, literally.
What happened? First time meeting him,
Oh
First
my
time
God.
meeting him.
What was your impression? He ain't shit.
You want me to tell the real story?
Yes. Tell your first impression when you met him.
When I met.
How did you feel?
Hold on.
Was you like, is he standoffish? Because you know my first impression.
No, he was, when I first met Romeo, you was drunk.
Okay.
So you was just
that sound about right.
Yeah. You was like just touchy. Like
I was?
Yes. We was at the house party and you was just like.
That sound about right.
I'd be touchy when I get drunk.
Because you was touchy with me. You almost pulled my wig.
I was just like, move your hand. Like, I'm going to help you to the bathroom. Like, but it wasn't like, like aggressive, but just feeling himself. He felt like the man that night.
Dang. I'd be drunk like that. I didn't even know I'd be that.
No, he was. I do believe you because I remember when he was drunk at the club, he was like, "Friend, I love you." You know how like you so
I'm that type of drunk.
Yeah, you're like a talkative.
You're like emotional drunk, like emotional. Really? Yes, you like. I never forget y'all. We at the bar. He like, I got you, friend. I got you. He pulling out the money. Child, why all the money fell on the ground? Anybody could took your money. It's a good thing I was a good friend. And I took your money, put it in your pocket. I'm like, friend, relax.
It was you. I call y'all the Three Stooges. It was you, Q, and who else was it? Basically, you know the dance where they sliding down the wall? It's like sliding down my wall. So like a day later after the party, I'm like, who the fuck put a black mark on my wall?
It's from my shirt.
It's them.
It's from my shirts because I think I said,
oh hell no.
Our shirts were new.
That's sad about remember. That's his favorite dance.
The party started at 2:00. It was over at like 11. It was like a whole work shift. Like it started in the day. Y'all was the first ones
2 p.m.?
2 p.m.
No, you know what it was?
It was for one of our homeboys' birthday.
Q kept buying the bottles.
My God.
Yes,
they kept buying the bottles.
They kept leaving and going to the liquor store.
I just didn't stop. And I should have stopped, but I didn't stop.
It sound like him.
And then I think I like choked somebody or something.
It was a lot.
I heard
Who did you choke?
We're not gonna talk about that, but
that's what we need to get into. Actually, valid.
I heard not like a real choke, but like a little.
They might have liked it.
It was a fun time, yeah.
Right, they might have liked that. Some people might like a little aggression, so you might have turned somebody on. Let me stop. Look at Romeo. He doing his little giggle one too. That's how you know. Your turn, Romeo.
Maybe. What's the pettiest reason you've ever fought or almost fought in the club?
Ooh, me, New Year's Eve when I was I was in Virginia though. I had booked a section, me and my homegirl and her sisters, and we were upstairs, and it was kind of like I don't know how to, it's like a four corner. So it was a section over here, but in the middle it's like a balcony, so you look over and see downstairs. And then I would happen to be on the corner section right here, and there was another section right here. So remind y'all corner, right? So it was like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going over the balcony because I want to look over, do my little video for Instagram, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
So I'm doing my little video, 5, 4, 3. I see this girl behind me in my video, and she like, you in my section, I'm like, yo, look at this dumb ass bitch.
You say that?
My business. I sure did.
You said that in the video?
Why are you playing with me? Yes. But it was just unprovoked. I just really was just minding my business. So I was like, this bitch.
It's like you see a bitch in the back and you like.
Yes. And I was like,
that's like one of those videos. You see this hating ass bitch in the back.
Right. And that's what I see this hating ass bitch, and me and her went back and forth. And the security guard was finna come over there. But it was, when I tell you, it was so unnecessary because I'm like, her section was over here in the corner. I'm right here in the middle of the balcony looking over. So it was no point of her to come over there. Anywho, make a long story short, security guard came and he like, y'all chill, we just beginning night. I said, okay, cool. But I'm the type of bitch, like, when I'm already turned up, I'm already lit, like, I'm already heated. So she over there in the corner, and she with her friend, I think it was her boyfriend and maybe one of her other friends, but she making a little subliminal. You know how certain songs come out, bitches make subliminal.
And they start rapping it real loud.
Okay. Yeah, I'm like, okay.
If you walk around the club, fucking everybody.
I said, okay, this bitch, okay.
Yeah.
So, having a good time, It's like almost 2:00, because in Virginia, clubs close at 2. So it's almost like 2:00, right? Right? That shit pissed me off. So I'm like, okay, almost 2, whatever. So her dumb ass have to walk past me to get out. So I'm like, she don't even know. So she
don't even know I'm gonna get her one away.
Stupid hoe. She don't even know. So she walking past me, bitch. We had bought a bottle, but the bottle was my homegirl, her sister had bought some beer too. Anywho, we had a bottle. I don't know why. Anywho, so I got the beer bottle, bitch. I took that bitch, and I'm walking like, when you go down, it's almost like when you go downstairs. It's like a little twirl thing.
Oh,
so
like
bitch,
you're going
down
a downward
she
spiral.
Talking shit. I was like, what was all that shit y'all was talking about earlier, bitch? But y'all think I was drunk, so I'm like, not even thinking. I'm like, what was all that shit y'all was talking about, bitch? So she right here, I'm at the top of the steps. When I threw it, I swear,
you threw it?
Yes, I was drunk. I get violent when I'm. Well, I ain't gonna say I'm violent when I'm drunk, but like
see,
if you
y'all
piss
talking
me
about
off,
me
like
choking somebody, yeah. See,
so I'm at the top of the steps, and I swear by the grace of God, the bottle went. It smashed, but it was like brick wall behind us, but it went right past her head. Security guard, he looked up at me. I said, you ain't got to worry about it because, bitch, I'm already almost out the door. That was the point of me doing it because I'm about to leave the fucking out anyway. Yeah. So I'm coming downstairs. My homegirls, we all finna go going downstairs or whatever. So the security guard, I guess the dude that she was with, I guess her gay best friend or something. So I guess he was trying to pull up on me, trying to fight me type shit. Why the fuck the security dude picked him on his ass and threw him out the club like a cartoon character? Like, you thought she was finna, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, why did you
but it was so unnecessary. So that was my little 1-2 in the club. When I say it was so, that was like, what, 21, 22? Am I like that anymore in the club? No, because it's not that serious. It's not that deep. But that was my 21-year-old story. But stop playing with bitches in the club. Like, relax. Y'all act like y'all never got a section before. Be fucking for real.
Right.
Please. You see what I'm saying? Like,
I would say one time
childish.
I do remember this. I did get drunk and I was walking through the section. I was like, it was like some cheap ass liquor, and I was like, this cheap ass bottle. It kept moving, and then like it was about to be a whole thing. And I was with my birthday twin at the time, and it was a thing. Like, it was a thing.
Being bougie.
It just, I mean, I just said what I said, and it just was what it was. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know,
bougie.
There you go.
Have you ever had an incident?
No,
I'm about to say you got cancer, so y'all really calm.
No, don't let cancers get.
No, we can get there.
But
I just I don't do all that now. Friends and people I'm with, they probably turn up, but I don't do all that.
That's good. We can go out with you. We can go out with you. Okay, have you ever messed with two people in the same friend group or industry circle?
Define friend group.
No, I don't think I've ever messed with somebody in the same friend group. No. Mm-hmm. Like talk to, have sex type of no.
But if I don't know if it's a group, that's not. I don't know.
I don't think I ever have to.
Everybody know everybody. Right. So
but I don't think so for me.
No.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
We don't get messy like that. I know y'all bitches be sleeping with y'all people, men and stuff. We don't do that. We don't do that. We don't get down.
Post on your IG story, I'm finally ready to settle down. Who's been waiting? Leave it up for 14 minutes and take a shot.
Is that why you pause for a second? Because he paused.
I'll post it.
You want to post?
Yeah, you post.
Yeah.
You got to take a shot then.
Yeah, I will.
You taking a shot or you posting?
Yeah, because I don't want to do that.
Y'all scary. What's going on?
I don't want nobody from my lineup to see it. I'm like, okay. Man, won't mess up my summer.
That was a joke.
You better understand it. That's how I feel like, bitch. Sir. We're going to leave that for everybody else, honey.
Hold on, copy.
Yes, let me see it too, man, because I want to see it.
I can't wait to see this in the stores. I'm manifesting this for y'all.
Yes, I hope so. That's the that
don't say hope. We don't say hope or can't.
Yes, that is
hope
the goal.
and can't. Yeah.
Ooh, that's the goal, sweetie. That's the goal. I want to see.
How is it? I'm just gonna say it.
Who's ready to settle down?
Yeah. Who's been? Hold on.
I hate people who do that.
I'm finally ready to settle down. Who's been waiting?
Really, Rebecca?
Yeah, because...
And don't post it in your close friends.
I'm not going to post it in my close friends. Hold on.
Yeah. Show them.
Hold on.
And we'll tell you when it's 15.
Right.
10, 15.
I don't care.
Right. Because I want to...
Hold on. Okay.
Child, I don't think I can't do that.
Let me send it to a few.
I can't go out like that.
Let me send it to a few friends.
Right.
Don't do that.
Right. Let's send it to a few people.
Okay, that's up.
You posted it?
It's up, yeah.
Okay. Your turn, Romeo.
7 seconds.
It's just enough cards, too.
Yeah.
All right. No. Go into your text and read the last flirty or spicy message you sent.
Let me see what I got. I don't know if I got
a spicy... read it out loud. Read it out loud.
I don't think I'm going to have a spicy one.
I'm not doing that.
I don't be texting spicy text because I'm not dealing with nobody right now. I don't got no man TV doing that spicy stuff. Y'all, the crazy thing is I don't have a spicy text message.
Yeah, I don't.
I really don't. The last text message was him getting his ass cussed out. So stop fucking playing with me.
So now they ain't got no spicy.
I don't have no spicy. Nobody's been...
You like sexting?
I don't know. I don't do that.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Do y'all text?
It's
do y'all record when y'all have sex?
Record? No, I've never done that.
I never did it either. But I kind of want to try it with my husband one day.
I would want to try it.
With my husband. If I get married type shit. But I do... Ooh, I can't say that because I do have a... All right, should I tell him my business?
Do you want to?
You know what I'm about to say.
I know exactly what you're about to say.
So I do have... So, all right. So, probably like last year, I created an OnlyFans, y'all. But my OnlyFans, I don't have like, you don't see me having sex or nothing like that.
Like your feet and stuff?
Yeah, not even that.
She be playing on it. She be playing with them.
It's like a tease, literally. It's really like a tease. It's really just like sexy lingerie, dancing, twerking. That's it. It's nothing like, you might see some titties, some ass shaking for sure, but that's it. Yeah. And I've had people
that's
like...
That's it, and that's all.
That's it. Because I'm like,
just came here to dance. That's it.
That's how I feel like. That's it. And I've had people like DM me, because I used to promote it in my close friends, and a lot of people don't even know that I have it, because I only promoted it in my close friends. And I used to promote that shit so good that the dude was like, you got a team? And I was like, no, bitch, it's just me. You know what I'm saying? It's just me. But I used to like, all right, I'm dropping this day. Right. But I used to make like little open-ended questions to get people involved, but only in my close friends. Yeah. But I would only do it with niggas that I know was going to spend some money. So like low-key in my DM, if people DM me, it'll say paid, because I know you paid for my OnlyFans. Oh, snap. So I won't only mess with you.
What's the most you like ever made?
No, let me tell you, I ain't really make a whole bunch of money off that, but I will tell you, I got two nice tricks off of that shit, though.
There you go, then.
Yeah. Because I didn't do sex. I was not having sex. Right. Yeah. But I've had like a few people, even some rappers, you know what I'm saying? I had a few people hit me up and was like, and I ain't saying no big time rappers, nothing like that, because I ain't that level, I ain't get fly like that. But what I'm saying is like, I done had some, some of the people that's upcoming and DM me like they would try to pay me to collab, but I never did it, because I'm like, that's just not even me. You feel what I'm saying? But I'll show you a little tease one too, but that's it. That's it. But if y'all still want to go in there and do a little one too, I'll do a little. If y'all requesting, if y'all paying, I'll do it. I'll get back on there. But if y'all ain't playing, bitch. I ain't playing with y'all.
Would you do an OnlyFans?
I would not do OnlyFans.
You wouldn't? I can understand.
Maybe.
But OnlyFans don't have to do, you don't have to be sex. I mean, it could be what you be in the gym or whatever.
I just feel like
that's the original OnlyFans. It's
creation,
for
you know what's so funny?
They just
I did not even know that. I thought OnlyFans, like when I think OnlyFans, I thought it was just sex.
No, tell me why.
I thought it just now turned into people just doing like regular shit.
When OnlyFans first came out, why the fuck did my mom tell me, oh, I'm gonna make an OnlyFans? I said, you gonna do what? She said, yeah, I'm gonna like subscribe to my life and I'm gonna show them stuff. I said, Mom. Girl, I said, Mom, no. I said, no. She said, I can make money and, I can show her my life stuff. She be doing DIYs and stuff. Oh, yeah. And I said, Mom, no. I was like, no. I said, that is for porn. Like, I was telling her like something like that.
Other people, yeah. But
like my mama, though, no. And then like she eventually found out. I was like, oh, no.
Yeah.
But that was the original. She was on the trend.
She was on the trend. She was. And then I was like, how do you even know about OnlyFans? Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing?
I swear, I really thought like OnlyFans was really about porn. I thought people like recently, like as the last couple of years, started to like,
Right. But what I do, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people do it now. I feel like a lot of people, so many people.
But it's really about too how you market yourself.
That's true.
Because like when I used to market myself, people used to think I was fucking on it. Like I had somebody hit me up from high school, was like, Khadijah, I can't believe you doing this. And I'm like, look up, you don't even know what I'm doing. You feel what I'm saying? Like you like buy
subscribe.
Go ahead, mind your business because you don't even know. And you subscribe. You the same then you subscribe. So shut the fuck up. Like what are you talking about? Right. But yes. So if you do it, you should do your lifestyle. Yeah. Okay, one last question. Okay, have you ever had to sneak out the club early because something went wrong?
I have for sure. Ooh. So I'm not I don't smoke marijuana. Like that's just not my thing. Either. I can't do it. Like I'll get paranoid. But I used to smoke in high school a lot.
I partake.
I used to smoke in high school a lot. But it was this one time I was with my birthday twin. We in Sweet Lounge and we in the section with T.I. Tiny and there's a whole bunch of like the actors around. I forgot a few of their names. And so we in the corner. I'm like, oh, like, let me hit one. So I hit the first time. It blew out. I knew I did it wrong because I used to smoke. I knew I did it wrong. I was like, okay. So I did it the second time and I held it in and I was like, okay, I must have did it wrong.
You start tweaking out.
And so, when you blow out, it was regular air, like white air. And then I kept blowing it and then it was white. It was clear at first and then it got white. Cloudy, and I was like, oh shit. So I held this in this whole time. I tweaked the fuck out. It was this girl in front of me, like looking at me, like she was like trying to dance with me. And I'm just like, I'm like,
girl, I'm fucked up.
Right, I'm fucked up. I told my birthday twin, I was like, yo, I'm fucked up. And I kept telling him that. He didn't believe me. I called my Uber. I didn't tell him. I called my Uber. And I'm like, bro, I gotta go to the bar. I gotta get some water because I started getting cotton mouth. And so we go to the bar. He like, water like $10 or something like that. Like, water's like $10. I said, here's my card. I said, I don't care how much it is. I need some water right now. I feel like I'm about to die. So then he didn't know I called my Uber and I was like, walk me to the door. I said, okay, I'm going home. He said, "What? When you call your Uber?" I said, "I've been calling my Uber." When I started tweaking.
Yeah.
I was like, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah. That sound about right. Because sometimes it's not for everybody. And then too, when you smoking and drinking, it do give you a different type of like vibe. Especially if you're not used to it. It's either you have to do one or the other, love. But
right.
Yeah.
No.
So I definitely get that. Drinking. Yeah. No, I feel you. I do indulge a little bit of both. Yeah. So but the only thing I can't do is tequila. Tequila, me and Hennessy Brown, we do well together. Tequila, I don't know what it is.
As you can tell, you almost finished your drink this time.
You already know, baby. I'm ready for another.
Right.
Okay, you better clock that. But I don't think I ever left the club unexpectedly or a type situation.
No.
Nah.
I will leave. I'll tell you I'll leave. Like, I'm like, if I'm tweaking, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going home.
All right. So that brings us to the end of episode 8. We appreciate y'all watching today. Definitely subscribe to us on YouTube at afterhours.atl and then to TikTok and Instagram. Okay. All right.
All right. So cheers.
We'll see you guys next time. Yes. Cheers to success.
Yes.
Okay.
Black success.
Right.
Okay.